Hello, and welcome back to Healing Through My Pain. So, I expected for my next video to be something completely different, but it's not. So, excuse the background. That's my mom cat, which is now our cat. So, as you see in the title, this video is about my mom passing away unexpectedly. So, she passed away on Thursday, and I found out Thursday night, I believe. Yeah, it was Thursday night I found that, I think. Yeah, it was. And honestly, the relationship that me and my mom had was a rocky relationship, and I thought that because we wasn't in the best space, we wasn't talking to each other at the time, and I felt that it wasn't going to affect me as much, but it feels like as each day goes on, it's starting to affect me a little bit more. And it's because at the end of it all, through the ups and the downs, it's still love. It's still unconditional love. Which is crazy because I was actually going to make a lot of videos just about things that I've been through with family and, traumatic experiences and things like that. And, the fact that my mother passed away on Thursday, I feel like there's even no need to go into a lot of detail about those things. But just for me to say that, it hurt me that she passed because we never got to have the relationship that I wanted us to have as mother and daughter. However, I know that she's with me. I feel that she is with me through these past days. I've been going to her house. Me, my aunt, and my daughter has been going to her house, getting it together, selling whatever we need to sell so we can get expenses for her funeral. This is my first time ever doing this. And like I said on this channel, I was going to talk about so much, and it's it's just crazy how everything just took a turn, and it was so unexpected. Um, but at the same time, it was like it was unexpected, but it wasn't unexpected because the last time I talked to my mother was on November 13th, and like I said, due to our relationship being rocky, you know, um, I really wasn't going to answer the phone because I felt a little bit like, wow, you didn't even wish me a happy birthday. And my birthday just passed. You didn't wish your grandson a happy birthday. His birthday just passed. Um, but yet, like, you're reaching out to me, but like something told me to answer that, answer that call because this might be your last time talking to her. And that's exactly what I heard. So I answered the call. And this was on November 13th. And fast forward to, now here it is, December 3rd, and my mother isn't here. And it's a lot of things that I sit here and realize, like how everything happens for a reason. And I told myself I wasn't gonna cry making this video, but it is what it is. How everything happened for a reason. Like, I was really battling drinking, like I really was an alcoholic. I never looked at myself as being an alcoholic because I take care of my kids, I pay my bills, I go to work, I handle my responsibilities. So I never really looked at myself as being an alcoholic until, I realized that I did have a drinking problem. So December 1st made 7 months of me being sober. And as I said, and I was just thinking about a lot of different things these past few days. I thought to myself, what if me getting sober was to prepare me for right now? because honestly, I mean, before I got sober, I was drinking a lot. I didn't slow down and drink. It wasn't like, oh, I'm a slow down with the drinking. No, I just stopped cold turkey. It was something that I've been told to do anyways. Like my grandmother came to me last year when I was in a tub and told me I needed to stop drinking. And my grandmother passed away. And before she passed, she didn't even know that I drank. Um, and another time of I was on Facebook scrolling, looking at something very random, like very random. It had nothing to do with anything of drinking, anything of addictions, or anything of that sort. And I like to read comments when I watch videos or if I read certain posts or something. And it was two comments, and I remember this. This was like 2 years ago. And one of the comments said, "Stop drinking." And I was like, wow. Now, during those times, I kept drinking, but I didn't stop drinking until this year because I was drinking so bad. It was getting worse and worse to the point my side started to hurt. I couldn't even bend down without my side hurting. I started snoring in my sleep, and I'm not even a snorer. One day I lost my breath in my sleep, and having to tell my children that I really felt like I was about to pass away, and that was a wake up call within itself. Not only just me preparing, anyways. So the following month, because it was to the end of the month, it was like a week left or a week and a half left or something. Honestly, I didn't believe that I could quit. So I gave myself the remainder of the month to do so. And came May 1st was the last time I had a drink. And now I'm sitting here today, and I thought about this yesterday, how maybe this was preparing me for this right now. Because right now, the people that I felt like, honestly, it's hard to explain because I mean, I didn't expect anyone to reach out or anything like that. But I mean, our family are so separated and so dysfunctional. And my mom, both of her parents passed away. So who's next is me and my brother. Me and my brother. And my brother has not showed up yet. And I'm under the impression that, he's not going to. I understand that it's hard for him to process it, but I mean, we supposed to be in this together. I'm thankful for my aunt that is doing all of this with me. She's been the one that's coming to my mother's house, even picking me up because I'm going through some rough times right now. But I'm still keeping myself together, still keeping my household together, still trying to keep it all together on top of doing what I have to do because it's my mom at the end of the day. No matter how our relationship was, all I wanted was a relationship with my mother. And I felt like I wanted that relationship more than her, that I decided to distance myself. And I distanced myself from a lot of people within my family for certain reasons. And, like I said, I thought it wasn't going to affect me as much as it started. Like, I swear, it seems like every day I start to feel more and more. Like the first day, it was just like, but it really wasn't like a shocker because, like I said, I had that feeling on November 13th, and that's why I had answered the phone. I don't know why I had that feeling, but I did. I didn't even tell her. I just felt like I had that feeling because I don't have a relationship with my mother. I haven't talked to her. I haven't seen her in a while. And like we didn't even have each other number. Like I unfriended her on Facebook because of, some things that she has done. She didn't have my number because I changed my number. And yeah, so she had to reach out to me through Facebook. But I say all that to say that even through all of that, I'm here today and I feel like Now I'm at ease. I'm at ease, and I feel like I can allow my mother presence to be with me because I know that I feel like I don't have to worry about, her doing anything wrong to me, as far as in, the things that she had done that caused me to distance myself from her in the first place, because I feel like I don't have to feel as if I can't trust you, because I'm gonna just put it out there, like, my mom was battling with her own things as well, you know. And at the end of the day, like, everybody just, I'm not gonna say everybody, but my mother wanted to be loved, you know. So yeah, all I'm doing is taking it each day. Today I woke up and I really did not feel like doing anything. I had to force myself. Friday, when I woke up, my children go to school online. They miss practically almost all their classes because of the headspace that I was just in. Um, yeah, yesterday I was good. Um, Today I I woke up and I didn't feel like doing anything. I didn't feel like getting in the shower. I didn't feel like cooking for my children. I didn't feel like washing my clothes, even though I really didn't have to wash clothes. But I tried to wash a load a day because I have 4 children. So it's a routine that I tried to have, and I didn't feel like doing anything. I had to go to the store today for something. I didn't feel like doing that. I just didn't feel like getting out the house. But because I've been depressed before, I knew that what it was going to lead to had I just laid around, had I just been like, oh, forget it, you know. So I washed that load of clothes. I made that food. Well, actually, no, I didn't. I had my daughter make it because I had to leave. I actually got out the house, went to my mother's house, me and my oldest daughter, and we cleaned it up as much as we can. Well, not cleaned it up as much as you can, but we got certain parts of the house together. Um, because this was a house that my mother didn't own; it was rented. And I could have just been like, "Well, they got to deal with it." But to me, that would have been wrong. Not only would it have been wrong for them to have to get her belongings out of the house or whatnot, but to me, it would have showed that she had no one that cared about her. And when it's all said and done, I loved her unconditionally. I just had to distance myself. That's all. And what hurts the most is the people that were staying with her. It's like, where are you at? No one has offered me any help besides my aunt, and I haven't seen her in a while. And yeah, so I mean, being that I don't come from a huge family, because my grandmother, she actually moved to where we currently stay now from Louisiana. She came from a big family with like 12 or 13 siblings. And she moved here where I stay. And she had 4 children of her own. And that's all I know. It's my mother, my uncle, my 2 aunties, and one of my aunties' sons, which is my cousin, and my brother, and that's it. And my mom, mother and father passed, so it's the responsibility of me and my brother to come together to get this funeral together. I'm at a place where I'm unemployed at the current time. I don't know how I'm going to come up with the expenses of things. I don't know what I'm doing. This is my first time being involved. Well, not being involved, because this is something I have to do, you know. And I'm not going. I say I have to do because I really do feel like this is my duty. But obviously, it's people out here that wouldn't give a fuck. It's people out here that would not care, and that's so wrong, you know. And for the last few days, I just been feeling a bit upset with my brother is because like you told me, you not only did you tell me you used to stay with her, but you're asking me all the questions like I know, and I have not been around, and like I haven't been around for a while. Meanwhile, you just moved out last month, but you asked me all these questions. You know, I told myself today when I was over there that I was gonna make today my last day caring about if he's gonna come through, if he's gonna help, if he's going to do anything. Like I just told myself that was going today was gonna be the last day. You know, I know my mother is with me. I know that she is. I know that she's. I, I at times I feel her presence, but like I said, I had to force myself up out of this house. I really did. And when I got over there, you know, when I got the cleaning up and getting rid of things, I felt good. Even my daughter said it, like, I feel good, you know, felt good doing that. And it really did. You know, it's been gloomy and raining since my brother told me that. Me, I'm the type of person I believe that I know a person has transitioned to the other side once the sun come out. That's how I feel. That's just how I feel. And you know, my daughter was like, "It feels good doing this. Do you think we are?" What did she say? Do you think that we helping her energy to um not be stuck? And I'm like, you know what, I don't know. And right when we left, which we wasn't gonna even leave at that time, we was gonna leave, I want to say like 20 minutes later or something, probably longer than that depending on how long we were just gonna be talking or whatever. But when we left, it's like the sun was trying to like bust out the clouds. Like it was beautiful. And I told her, look, like soon as we walked outside, it was boom right there. And I told her that's your confirmation, you know? And then eventually it got back gloomy. But the fact that we was able to see that was like, wow, yeah. I caught the bus to my mother's house. I had no money. I cried on the first bus I got home. My daughter said, "What you crying for?" Like, why is you crying? It's because I had to catch two buses to my mother's house to go clean her house, go get rid of some things. And I was prepared to tell each driver, you know, like, I don't have any bus fare. I'm just trying to go to my mother's house, you know, to clean her house. Um, but each bus driver was just like, before I can say anything, and I cried. And I cried because I remember one time my mother telling me, like, because I didn't have any bus fare to go somewhere. She said, just ask the bus driver, just let them know. You know, some of them be understanding. And I was just like, nah, I'm not gonna do that because I feel like the bus driver's gonna say no. So I just walked to where I needed to go, and then I walked back home. And it took me about 30 minutes to go where I needed to go. But the fact that I ain't walked in a while, because see, being so used to having a car, you leaving your house, your car right there, going wherever you're going, you trying to park as close as you can. That I became unfit, and I used to walk and catch the bus everywhere. Of course, you know what I'm saying, in my younger years. But being so used to having a car, and that's when I told myself, like, you know what, I'm going to start walking around the corner to the gas station instead of driving. I'm going to start walking to the places that's close instead of driving, because that's something that you take advantage of, because you can just get in your car and you can get there quicker. I've been without a car for months. I mean, I done had rentals throughout the time, but as of lately, things been getting tougher, and I've been pretty much walking everywhere that I go because it's where I stay at. It's little things around, you know. And even though it's close, it feel like it's far because I ain't used to walking that far. But me walking, and I just realized like, wow, I never knew this was right here, and it gave me so much appreciation, you know, so much to be thankful for and grateful for. Is that when you slow down, when you slow down. Hold on, I'm back. That was my son, but yeah, I realized I talk to myself a lot because I'm by myself a lot, honestly, and I don't mind being by myself. Um, but when I was walking to the store that I was walking to, I was thinking how, you know, how grateful it is to take your time, to slow down, to pay attention to things. Like I've been staying where I stay at for 6 years, and I never even knew that that place was there. And that's when I told myself, like, that's because, you know, you're constantly in the car. You're driving past things every day that you don't even realize, you know. And it's like lately I've been living my life, taking my time. I've been working so much, putting in so much overtime for years, you know, not being able to set a certain foundation within my own household because I'm too busy working at someone else's job, being there more than I am here for mine. And I decided last month to slow down. And I decided last month to slow down. You know, and I look at things in a very different way now. So like my mother passing away, it's like it's so sudden, and you know, it's just like wow at the same time. But through the ups and downs, I know that me and my mother had a relationship. I know we had a relationship. I even heard her say a few things to me earlier today, you know. And sometimes I was thinking, well, at times I was thinking like, am I tripping or is it, you know, is this really her? But yeah, um, so if you have any strange, or I'm not gonna say it's not strange, but strained, like if the relationship with your parent is not the best, you know, and you ain't talked to them for a while, and you feel like when they pass that you ain't gonna feel nothing because you ain't been. Don't feel like that because I feel like that too, and it might not just be that way for you because it's not that way for me. You know, like I told my auntie, like I actually shed some tears because after the first day it was just like, then the second day it was just, you know, it seemed like every time each day go on, I'm in more thought, I'm in more thought, I'm in more thought, you know, and if anything, you know, what saddens me is that we could not get the relationship together before she had to leave. So before she had to leave. And my thing is this, I'm understanding that we all have to go. We all have to. Like when my grandmother passed, I took it hard because that's the first person like that ever passed. How I explained earlier how small our family is, she was the first person. I didn't experience a person passing away. I took it very hard. Like I wanted to go too because I just felt like, man, what I'm gonna do now? You know, then even with that, I thought back on how we can be so into our own lives that we forget about the people that we love. Because that's what happened to me with my grandmother. You know, because I was getting older, I was going into my teenage years, becoming an adult. I used to be with my grandmother every day, every weekend. You know, like I used to meet her at the library every day after school, go to her house every weekend or on the holidays or whatever. Like I really was with my grandmother a lot. But like I said, growing older, then it's like I forgot about her. And I regretted not spending as much time with her as I could have because I remember being 10 years old thinking to myself, like, I'm going to spend as much time with my grandma as I can because I don't know when she's going. And I was 10 thinking this. I don't know why, but I just thought my grandma was so old, probably because, you know, she's my grandma. But Yeah, but then when I got older, I guess I just felt like, well, I don't actually, it's not even a feeling. It's just you feel without knowing. It's like, well, she been here all this time, pretty much without even thinking that or saying that, and that's something that I realized, so it's, you got to cherish the moments with folks, and so that when they leave, you can be okay with them leaving, because I watch a lot of videos. I'm a spiritual person, and hold up. Yeah, I'm back again. So that was my phone. But I forgot where I left off at. Oh, but yeah, like, oh, that's what I was saying. Yeah, I'm a spiritual person, and I watch a lot of videos, I read things, and I try to come to an understanding of things, because I look at things in a deeper meaning, like um with my mother things, we're getting rid of, like, we're selling all of what we can sell because it'll help for the funeral. And then a lot of stuff is going to be donated. I mean, I kept a few things so far. I mean, it wasn't anything really like that, but just like I said, I was on hard. I've been, well, not was, because I am still currently just on, hard times. And it was like my youngest daughter told me earlier that we needed some tissue before I went over there. And I had brought some flushable wipes yesterday because, like I said, I'm doing the best that I can. The first video I made about taking a leap of faith, like, I meant that. Like, I really meant that. I really meant, like, I'm taking a leap of faith this time, Um, like, I wanted to make this video on Thursday. No, on Friday. Yeah. And I just didn't have it in me to make. I didn't have it in me to make this video yesterday. Today, I had it in me to make because I feel like I've been seeing signs of my mother. You know what I'm saying? Like, last night I came home, and my neighbors was playing Anthony Hamilton, and my mother liked Anthony Hamilton, and they played two songs. It was like, wow. And I ain't never heard them play no Anthony Hamilton. But yeah. And today, my spirit feeling a little bit better, because I know it's okay. We can't stay here forever, and that's something that I explained to my older children, because I don't know when my time is coming. We all have to leave. But with that being said, I want my children to be okay, to come in terms. I don't want them to do anything that will send them spiraling out of control because their mother passed away. And back to what I was saying earlier about, how now I'm 7 months sober. If I still was drinking at that time, honestly, right now, I already was drinking too much. I probably would have been drinking even more. You know what I'm saying? And risk my health being in jeopardy. Who gonna take care of my children? That's part of the reason why I stopped drinking. Well, not even part. That's the main reason why I stopped drinking. Who gonna take care of my children? Because I'm all they have. Like, yes, they have family members, but let's be real. People not going to care for your children like how you care for them. Prime example is what's going on right now. My mother was a loving person. She spread her love around. And the only people that came together is me and my aunt. And my aunt is the same age as me. I mean, no, I'm 33. My aunt is 32. I ain't never did this. I ain't never helped nobody do this. She ain't never did this. She ain't never helped nobody do this. But we doing the best that we can. We don't know how we gonna come up with the money, you know. But I know I want my mother to be sent off the right way. I want her to feel that love that she's been wanting to feel all this time that she's been here. Um, yeah. So I found it in me to make this video today, so I figured I'd make it. Like, I'm starting to feel better. Like, damn. I guess making this video would make me feel even better because I'm getting it out. I'm expressing myself. I've been talking so much ever since this been happening about how I feel, and I got to get it out. So I figure it's best to get it out now instead of waiting, because if I made this video next month, all of what I'm saying now probably wouldn't even be in it. But yeah. So if anybody is experienced or have experienced anything, um, hopefully this is just not how I'm feeling right now, and then I wake up tomorrow feeling, you know, the same way. I do have a question though. So because I don't know if I'm tripping or if this a part of grieving someone that passed or whatnot, like a parent that passed or something, but like literally I've been getting forgetful since my brother told me that my mother passed on Thursday. I've been getting forgetful um since then, and it's only Sunday. So for the last 3 days I've been getting very forgetful. Like I washed I was washing clothes. Excuse me. I washed clothes this morning. Took them out the washer. Then I forgot that I washed clothes because I was about to be like, oh, I gotta wash clothes. But then, hold on. Just my children coming in telling me goodnight. But I've been very forgetful these last 3 days. Like I forgot that I had already washed a load of clothes. I was about to wash another one. Like I said, I wash a load of clothes every day. I want to keep myself on a routine of doing things. Um, I forgot until I was like, hold on, then my daughter was like, I thought you washed the wash. I sure did. And then yesterday, it was like I knew it was Saturday, but it's almost like I didn't know it was it was weird. And this just started happening since me finding out that my mother passed away. It was like I knew yesterday was Saturday, but when I thought about it, I was like, oh, dang, today's Saturday, tomorrow's Sunday. Dang, the kids got school on Monday. It was kind of like where it's just like, duh, but it was kind of like in a way of, I forgot, if that makes sense. Like, I've been forgetful lately, and I don't like that. I don't like that I've been forgetful lately. I don't know if that happens when, like, you know, your parent passed away, you're grieving them or something. I don't know. And the only reason why I'm asking that is because I remember my mother telling me about how my grandma, she became forgetful. Not, she didn't say if this happened because someone, like after somebody passed away or anything, but she was telling me how my grandmother became forgetful. Like she started to forget how to pay her bill. And my grandmother didn't have Alzheimer's. She didn't have Alzheimer's or anything like that. She just started to become forgetful. Like she forgot to pay her bills, um, and was just forgetting things. But she was okay. She was just becoming forgetful, and that's how I'm feeling. Like I be starting to become forgetful. So let me know if y'all experience that. If you have had a loved one pass away on you unexpectedly, tell me how, like, the symptoms that you experience, because I'm just hoping that maybe this is just a symptom of that, and this is not something serious, more serious, you know. And I just want to know, but that's the video that I wanted to make today, and it actually feel good letting all this out because I feel like it's me expressing, letting it out. I can't let this in. I mean, I can't hold it in. The old me would have been drinking right now. This video wouldn't have been made right now. Hell, this channel wouldn't have been made. But yeah, so let me know if y'all experienced that in the comment section. If you made it this far, thank you for watching. And I don't know when I'll see you, but I'll see you.